let me describe how the dialogue went in this movie. You get me, blood? We're going down to the shops, blood, and cuz, we got to go there, because we've got to go do this, cuz. The man thing, cuz, we've got to go here, cuz, because, cuz, and bruv, you've got to do this, bruv, you're freaking out. Did you see that review, bruv? It was the best review ever, bruv, cuz the man thing, man, the man. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, bruv, because the dialogue is fucking shit. Yeah, I gotta check out Sumotherhood tonight at my local Cineworld as part of their unlimited screening a couple of days early before this movie releases on October 13th, Friday the 13th of 2023. And that movie is called Sumotherhood. Riko and Kane, who try to rob a nightclub and a bank but fail in doing both of them. A misunderstanding leads them into one of the toughest firms in the East of London. Just to interrupt this video very quickly, if you aren't aware by now, I do have a Patreon. The link is a link tree down below in the description box. You can buy my book, you can shop merch, and so much extra stuff. Request movies via PayPal. With Patreon, memberships do only start from £1 per month. You get so much access to so much early stuff, including reviews that you'll not see here on to the channel. You get access to polls, competitions, goodies, giveaways, and all that good stuff that's over there on Patreon. And I do want to give a special thank you to all those people who do support my Patreon. Absolute legends. Love them all. Really appreciate the support. And you can join today by clicking the link down below. Now, let's get back to the video. The movie stars Adam Deacon and also stars Jazzy Zonzolo. Right out the gate here, guys, I've just got to say this. I saw the trailer and I thought it looked absolutely pants. I thought this looked terrible. I don't know how this got picked up and distributed by Paramount. I mean, fair play to them for getting that done. But I just don't get the understanding for this. This also has kind of like a star-studded kind of cameo to them, like Ed Sheeran, for example. Jeremy Corbyn, like a Labour MP here in the UK. Jennifer Saunders. And I was like, okay, this is just random as hell. So I went into this thinking it was going to be terrible, but at the same time I also went in with no expectations, just to give it a fair shot, and hopefully I was hoping this movie was going to win me around. And after about 15 minutes, I knew straight away this was not going to win me around. Now, I will say this before I kind of take a mega kind of poop on this movie. This is going to divide two lots of audience members, because Adam Deacon has previously done a movie called Anotherhood, and that movie is very similar kind of to this style, especially with the comedy that they go for. And this movie also reminded me of a one that I reviewed on the channel, one of my first ever reviews, The Intent to The Come Up, which surprisingly Adam Deacon starred in. So if you like those kind of movies, you're probably going to love this, okay? That's what I'm going to say, but this is just my opinion, and just going to be completely and brutally honest to you guys. This movie is absolutely dog shite, for a better word of a terminology that I can use. The dialogue is abysmal. It's appalling. Every word has to have a swear word in, normally the F word. They've also got to have the point where each sentence ends with bruv or starts with bruv. It's also got to include cuz, and it's got to include all these kind of different slang words. And I'm just like, who speaks like this on an everyday basis? Don't get me wrong, there may be people who speak like that on an everyday basis. Fine, that's how they speak in life. But in a movie, I don't know how Adam Deacon doesn't understand that this does not sound good. Because, for example, they'll start a sentence like this, but then they'll get louder like this, and then they'll get even louder like this in the same dialogue. And they'll continue to get louder, and every character have to get angry, and they have to elevate their speech in every line of dialogue and they're saying. And I'm just like, can't you just speak like a normal sentence? Clearly not. Then, to make matters worse, they also throw in some serious subject matter in the most random of times, and then they have a line followed up after that, straight into comedy. So our main character, Riko, played by Adam Deacon, who, as I mentioned, writes and directs this movie, by the way, he's got bipolar, he's on these meds, he's got mental health issues, right? He says all of this in dialogue, And then as soon as he has a line of this, the music will go kind of like sad or, you know, kind of like just like down tempo, kind of just chilled. And then all of a sudden, there'll be some random comedy dialogue, as I mentioned before, where he'll just elevate his voice again to like sound as if the microphone's a mile away and he has to speak so loud the microphone will pick up the audio. Every line is like that here. It's bruv, it's cuz, it's whatever stupid dialogue they want to say to try sound cool, trendy, like a mad ting and stuff like that. And like, who says mad ting? I'm like, I don't say that. I don't hear anyone ever say that. Even when I talk to people in London, they don't say that. And I was just like, this is just beyond cringy. It's terrible. I was even going to try and give this movie a positive of the fact of at times, at least it's decent shot, which some parts it is, but then in other parts, the action sequences is shaky cam, there's flashing lights, there's an absolute laughable gunshot kind of round fight right at the end where there's like two sides of like two gangster business firms having like a shootout with this like yellow flashing light throughout the whole thing, so you basically can't see like bullets flying. You might see like a splash of blood every now and then, and that's it. And I'm like, so how many people's been shot? Who's dead? Is everyone dead at this point? You can't tell. And this is just an absolute appalling attempt of a directorial feature of Adam Deacon and his kind of brand new movie. I really don't understand how this was picked up. I don't understand the comedy here. It literally tries to throw in every British item you can to try get a laugh. Like, for example, a nectar card, boots card, goggle box. And I'm like, why is this in a comedy movie right now? Why is a nectar card from Sainsbury's, which is a supermarket here in the UK, being referenced in a comedy movie when they're not even outside a Sainsbury's to kind of make a joke of that? It's so fucking dumb, guys. It really is. And this has got to be, just to give you guys a heads up for the end of the year, my worst movie of the year. This made me angry. I was annoyed. I thought that this movie absolutely sucked, and this is absolutely one I cannot recommend. And it's kind of a joke in a way that this is coming out on Friday the 13th on 2023, because this is a joke and this is a bad look if you go to see this movie. I mentioned before, if you enjoyed this one, fair play to you. I'm glad you did. At least someone did. And this review is probably definitely not for you. But for just my general audience or anyone randomly comes across this and thinks about going to see this movie, go check out Sumotherhood on YouTube. It's free. Go fast forward like a couple of clips, even if you watch 5 minutes of it. If you like that comedy, check out this movie. You'll probably enjoy that. But if you don't, expect that in this new feature. Absolute pile of wank. So my overall score for Sumotherhood is a half a star out of 5. Rant over. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking around. Normally I'm not angry. Normally you guys, if you're new or coming back to the channel, I am always usually positive. I always try to give a movie the benefit of a doubt. But this absolutely had no positives for me. Hope you enjoyed the review. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button down below. And until the next time, I'll see you guys. I'll be seeing you later.